Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Salvation Remake. So, you're probably wondering why we're on the title screen. Well, the mod actually received an update, and the update patches some things here and there, some typos and everything like that, but it also, in the changelog, it says address some plot inconsistencies in Act 1. So, I took it upon myself to take this mod to take this mod's fucking take the act 1 of my video and go through the act 1 slightly again a little faster and try to see what's different. And I think I've found the changes. I'm not 100% sure if I found them all, but I'm thinking that I found them, hopefully. So I will go over those. Also, by the way, the reason why I was even tempted to do this was because when I updated, it didn't keep my save file. so I had to skip, so I had to go through Act 1 again anyway. So I was like, well, I might as well see what was changed. I feel like that might be important. But don't worry, we are already caught up. I already got, these two are the same save file. I messed up, but the bottom two are the same save file. But these are saves that I did of things I was able to notice that have changed. So the two changes I've noticed from the new Act 1 is now Monica no longer texts MC to tell him to check on Sayori. Oh no. Oh, okay, well I can ignore this. I can ignore this too. I can ignore this too. I can ignore this too. There you go. Ah, it works. It was just the rollback fucked up with the phone. This is why rollback is dangerous. I was telling Gizzy, rollback is dangerous. So yeah. So now he says, like, I don't think I'll be able to sleep like this, but I have to. And then he's like, now that I think about it, I should have offered to do that in the first place. Screw it. I better go check up on her. And then he's like, wouldn't that make her feel bad? Because you mentioned how much it bothers when people worry, but we're dating now. I'm wasting time. I put on some shoes and get ready to head outside. So if you remember, originally, Monica sends him a text saying to go check on Sayori, saying like, hey, I have a feeling something bad might happen to Sayori. You should go check on her. That doesn't happen now, which honestly might be for the better, because that definitely was a weird-ass text to send. Especially when she uses a fucking tilde at the end. Like, she uses a tilde at the end. It's like, it's definitely a weird thing to do. So I am glad that was probably changed. In hindsight, yeah, I guess that is weird. So there was that, and then any mention of Monica texting MC has also been removed. There was also this random line that was added. So this is when Monica realizes that she can't delete Sayori. This was actually before that line, so I'm sorry. This is the beginning. This was added, where she says, I can't delete her. Why isn't it working? Wait, she can't die. That's just going to screw up everything. This line was added, and that's basically the only change to this part. I don't really know why this line was added. I just thought Monica kind of knew that she couldn't die, and she was like, wait, what the hell? You know, so, but I mean, that line's there, so there's that. The biggest change I think I've seen, which I'm assuming is probably the actual plot inconsistency, which they probably changed, and these are just things I noticed, was when Monica goes into the hospital room. So remember when she went in here and we all assumed that she went to smother Sayori with a pillow? Or we were very confused as to what her plan was here. Because we were like, what is she doing? Why is she walking in here? She can't get rid of Sayori. Is she gonna fucking kill her? Monica brings that up now. So she's like, I quickly grab my head as a sharp pain radiates throughout my entire body. Bert, you. I trudge over to Sayori's bed. She seems to be resting and hasn't been made aware of my presence. I nearly fall over as another sharp pain shoots right through my body. I try to recover, I can't help but think, what am I even doing? Deleting Sayori isn't something I can do anymore. So why am I here? Sayori's eyes quickly shoot open and she sits up in bed. Yeah, they've made Monica dress like, okay, wait, what am I doing? They also then make Monica, specifically say her intentions here. So yeah, she's talking to Sayori. And she says, my eyes slightly squint as I feel intense pressure against my skull. Voice in my head begin to repeat the same thing over and over. Make her undesirable. So they do have this, which is basically, which, I mean, I guess it's fine. You know, it makes sense for people who probably didn't understand what she was doing here. But like, I don't know. I kind of figured. I kind of figured that was her. That was like the whole point of her, you know, conversation of making Sayori feel bad was to make her not want. She's trying to ruin her relationship with MC, you know. I just kind of, like, I already kind of assumed that was the case. Like, that was Monika's intention. But I guess it's nice for, you know, some clarification for people, I suppose. Yeah, I already kind of assumed that was her reasoning for why she says these things. Why she walks into the hospital room. Yeah, no, that definitely, I guess, needed an explanation as to what she's actually trying to accomplish there. So I'm glad that Monika seems to also not really know. I don't want to theorist, Zero. Some people are just in it for the bedtime. Okay, you know what? Did they nerf Natsuki side B? No. Natsuki side B is still really good. It's got the same amount of startup frames, same amount of end lag. They didn't nerf any of Natsuki's. They didn't nerf Natsuki side B. Don't worry. Natsuki side B is good. Oh, great. Well, at least the attention's good. Right, yeah. None of these changes do anything like drastic, I'd say, but they're nice that they're here. I don't think they're like all super important. The mod, in my opinion, was still fine without them. But I mean, if they improve even the slightest thing, then it's fine. It's whatever. Anyway, so back to where we were. Now let me actually give you the actual recap. In the last episode, MC started to kind of battle with his feelings about Sayori and was starting to battle how he's been treating her. He, you know, was starting to kind of feel like, is he treating her the right way? He's starting to question whether or not he actually trusts her and such like that. Like, some questions that had to be brought up were finally being addressed. And so, yeah. He's been trying to deal with that. Yuri gave him some advice about that, too. So we're going to see how well he can follow that. The other thing was, Monika was called out by Natsuki for lying about why Yuri left. Monika then called Yuri and told her to come back to the club. And, you know, everyone's kind of worried about Monika right now, which they should be, because I'm also worried about Monika. So, yeah, let's hope everything's going peachy. Apparently, Monika and Natsuki are going to have a lunch date soon, so I'm hoping that happens. Hoping we get to see that into this session. You can't help her, Zero. You can't help her, Zero. You can't help her, Zero. You can't help me, Zero. There comes a time in everyone's life when one must ask themselves, how far would you go for the ones you love? What sacrifices will you make? You die for the ones you love? Would you still put your life above their own when that moment actually comes? No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. All of it. It'd be really, really easy to... No. That would mean I don't really get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Oh no, now all of chat is you can't help her, Zero. Oh god. Ah! It actually creeped the fuck out of me. To like look to the right of my screen and I just saw, oh! I was like, oh god. It was just an entire wall of you can't help her, Zero. Alright, so that was clearly Monika talking. So wait, she says... Yeah, it's like, would you still... It's this part that's weird. How far would you go for the ones you love? A sacrifice you make. Will you die for the ones you love? Or would you put your life above them when it actually comes? No matter how many times you play, it's all the same, all of it. It'd be really easy to know. That would mean I don't really get to talk to you anymore. Okay, so... So, I'm assuming she's talking to MC. Or slash the player. Talking about, like, you know, how many times he sacrificed himself for, like, yeah, to help all the girls, I'm assuming. And this is where, yeah, she says it'd be really easy to know. Like, I'm assuming to kill herself. I mean, I don't really get to talk to you. All I want is for you to hate them. Yeah. So it's definitely Monica. But, yeah, I'm assuming she's talking about MC putting himself above all that. Or talking to us through MC. Like, saying that about us. But it's definitely a little curious. A little interesting. At first, I was like, is Monica talking about sacrificing herself? And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Thank you for the 200 bits, Jesse. Zero, there's nothing we can do. We can't help her. That is wrong! We're playing Salvation. Excuse me. I don't think you've seen the title of this mod. Salvation's a good thing. I close and lock the front door behind me and let out a sigh as I prepare for the final day of school before the weekend begins. Would have hoped for Sayori to be waiting for me at my front door, but it isn't like that this time. Knowing her, she probably decided to sleep in. I mean, don't we all sometimes, man? What Yuri told me last night, however, is starting to weed its way into every single decision I'm making regarding Sayori. Did I just walk to school on my own? Did I wait for her like I've been doing for the last few weeks? Take a deep breath and look towards Sayori's house, hoping that she decides to run out after me before I decide to take my first step forward. And I start walking to school. Doesn't go right at all, though. I really should be going with my gut here. I mean, that was the entire reason why I was able to stop her from that. So an overwhelming sense of dread as I think back to that night. So much so that I stop in my tracks and stare down at my feet. Hey, Zero. What were you thinking? Leaving Sayori all by herself like that. Turn around, idiot. Turn back around and Hey! I overslept again. I'm sorry. Get up with a smile with an overwhelming sense of relief. It's all good, Sayori. All pretty girls need their beauty sleep after all. I'm not that pretty. I think so. I mean, all that beauty sleep has to be for a reason, right? Right. Of course. Nearly facepalm as I immediately regret what I just said. Trying too hard. It's just so bizarre. Sharp contrast between your behavior yesterday afternoon and this morning is jarring. There's still so much I don't understand about you, Sayori. She happily walks slightly ahead of me and turns around, walking backwards. Come on, Zero. We don't want to be late. Right behind you. Bro, Yes, Zero, what are you thinking? Hey, alright, I don't think it's that bad if he went to school without her, okay? Maybe, okay. I think the perfect boundary is waiting for her, waiting for her a little bit to go off to school is fine. If that's a tradition they follow, that's a tradition. However, if she wants to walk home by herself sometimes, he should let her walk home by herself sometimes. It's like he's got to set up, a boundary there. You got to be able to set it up to where you're not constantly on her, Salvation refer to the girl's salvation or our salvation? I don't know. Maybe it's both. If my mind is she wanted to walk with us, she'll come to us. We should know that by now. I mean, that too. As Sarah closed the door to first class, I realized that none of this felt right. Her upbeat behavior, acting like nothing ever happened. I need to admit it to myself, but it's getting frustrating. All I want is for her to communicate more with me. I want to understand her better. Does that make me selfish? Am I being too possessive here? Ugh, I wish I had all the answers to these questions. It's been 45 minutes and I'm already extremely bored. I should be paying attention though. This is English class. Hell, I should be paying attention in all of my classes. My grades haven't been looking so hot and they seem to be on a downward trend. I stealthily take my phone out of my pocket and see a text from Sayori. Remember to spend time with the others too, okay? Could you meet me? Oh, that was last. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. The last one. Delete messages. Could you meet me in the hallway? I want to talk. Or we just left her on red. I just realized that the other one, we left her on red. We never said okay or anything. How dare you? There, on my way. Supposed to... What? Hey, get off my screen. Okay. Like, get out of here. Also, I need to turn off this again, because I had that so I could... There isn't the one to skip class. Unless it's for the bathroom, or if it's extremely dire. Doubt it's the latter. Excuse me, Miss Minami. May I use the bathroom? Waves her finger towards the door and continues with her lecture. I swiftly leave the room and start walking down the hallway towards Sayori's classroom. I text Sayori that I'm on my way, and then head towards the stairs. I'm pretty shocked to see Sayori sitting at the foot of the stairs, staring down at the floor dejectedly. Hey, Sayori. Everything okay?
Hey, Zero. And no, not really.
Sit down next to her and scoot close, so our shoulders are touching. What's up?
Are you mad at me?
What? Why would I be mad? Oh, God. I was wondering why the happy music was still playing, and then I was like, oh, there it is. Like, okay. Suddenly an organ.
What? Why would I be mad? I know you, Zero. When you're upset, you get quiet and distant. It's okay, Zero. And what's my fault anyway?
It's not true. If anything, it's mine. I guess I just want to talk. I just want you to talk to me more. I want you to communicate your feelings with me. Because I want to understand you better.
You know how hard that is for me to do.
I do know. And I want you to try a little harder for me. No, that's not what I
do try. I try so much for you. Is that not enough?
No, you know I didn't mean it like that. Take it back.
They say the first words out of someone's mouth is how they truly feel.
Sayori. God, complete loss for words. No idea what I'm doing anymore. What do I do? I'm worried about you, okay? You're right. I don't trust you. I can't. Not right now. It's too hard for me. Tears begin to flow from her eyes. Makes me realize I've said the wrong things. I feel myself snapping now. This is how I feel. I think she deserves to know. Can't expect her to be honest with me if I'm not honest with her. Right? But only because I care so damn much about you. I always have. I don't know what I can do to prove that to you. But I'm trying. I really am.
Probably such a burden on you. You shouldn't have to try so hard for me. My fault. I'm always the one making it so difficult for you. Can't even be a good vice president for the club either. Made Monica's job 10 times harder than it needs to be. I should be the one helping her the most. And then you've become more exhausted, all because of me. It's not true. It is, and you know it. I hate it when you lie to me to make me feel better.
Sayori, what would you like me to do? Please, answer me honestly. If your brain is telling you, try and ignore it. What does your heart want?
I'm scared, Zero. I'm scared to admit how I feel.
It's alright, Sayori. I'm right here.
I want you to stay here with me. Because I don't trust myself either.
Sayori buries her face into my shoulder and starts sobbing loudly.
I'm a burden on you, Zero. You can't tell me I'm not, because I know I am. Nothing more than just junk.
I place my arm around Sayori and rub her arm gently.
I belong with someone like Yuri, Natsuki, or Monica. They're so much better than I am.
It's really what depression does to someone? Is it something that convinces them that all these negative ideas are reality? Then can you answer the question as to why I'm still here holding you close?
Because you feel guilty. You're too good of a friend for someone like me.
But I'm here anyway. Because I still care about you. I know you don't believe it. I don't know if you ever will. But I know how I feel. I genuinely care and want to be here for you. Even if you don't believe me, I'm still staying right by your side. Barry starts to cry more heavily now. For all this time, I finally told her how I feel. I care about Sayori. Yeah, maybe it's because of what happened. Maybe it's because of the guilt of drifting apart. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't change how I feel. A few minutes have gone by and Sayori's breathing has only barely calmed down. Very much after I told her about how I felt. I still feel satisfied knowing I finally got that off my chest. And even though I said I didn't care if she believed me or not, how would I have loved for her to do so? Sayori slowly picks her head back up and wipes her eyes and nose.
You come with me to the bathroom. I have to wash my face.
Well, I can't go in there with you, but I'll wait outside if it's totally okay with you.
You know what I mean, silly.
Of course. Let's go then. Walk together in silence. Really isn't much to talk about, but I guess her asking me to accompany her on a trip as insignificant as going to the bathroom is a good sign, I think. I arrive at the bathroom and I stand on the other side of the hallway as I wait for her to clean herself up. I look down at the floor and think about the conversation that happened a few minutes ago. I wonder if this is going to be a turning point for us. That thought of coming across as selfish is still running around in the back of my mind. Am I asking too much of her right now? Mary said I should trust her, and I just admitted that I can't. Was that the right thing to do? A few more minutes go by until Sayori comes back out of the bathroom.
Alright, let's get back to class now.
Alright, I'll walk you to yours first. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's take our time on the way there.
You just read my mind. And I walk slowly back towards our class in complete silence. It's not that awkward, no idea what I should be saying kind of silence. Same kind as the one from a few nights before. The kind of silence that says, I understand. Honestly, he did. Honestly, I really liked that. He did a good job there. I know everybody's probably quick gut reaction is probably like think that MC was dumb there for saying those things to her, but it's like, to be honest, what did you want him to do? Continue lying to her? It was like, no, he did what he should do. He told her the truth. So like he genuinely can't trust her. He's worried. Like yeah, like he did the best that he did the best he could. And also, to be fair, he made a good reason as to why. He's like, I can't trust you. And you know why? Because I care about you. Like he did a good job explaining his reasoning. It's like, the way to go about this isn't lying to just be like, no, Sayori, I trust you, of course. And then proceed to, not do it. Because then he's just lying straight to her face, and it's just worse. Like, him being honest is always a good way. Honesty is a good policy. It'd be a hypocrite if he told Sayori to be truthful and he doesn't. Exactly, which is exactly what he brings up too. He's like, I can't expect her to be truthful with me if I'm not being truthful with her. It's like, it's a fair point. Like, I like that. That was a nice scene. She obviously cried and reacted, but I mean, it was unavoidable. It had to be said. I'm supposed to trust you after you tried to seppuku yourself? That is also a fair point. Like, not to be rude to Sayori, but she's kind of asking a lot here. Like, not to be rude to Sayori, but she is kind of asking it is a little bit unfair to ask him to trust her after, after what he walked in on. Like that, like that is a little bit. Also, guys, I don't know what you're talking about. Sayori just gave me permission to be with Monica, so I'm going down Monica route. Let's go. Salvation Monica route. Let me just put it in the mind. All our problems would be solved. You know, think about it. You know, just really think about it. None of our problems would be solved. No issues would be solved if that happened. Yeah, Salvation Monica route. That makes sense. Yeah, man. I mean, think about it. Would anyone be in pain if Monica just deleted them? I mean, come on, guys. No more problems. Best route, finally. Sarah and I are the first to arrive to the club after a pretty long day. Isn't that just math? Shh. Classes just seem to drag on and on. I wonder if it's because of everything that's been going on that makes these types of things feel so monotonous.
Ooh, we're pretty early.
Or they're late, which I think is more likely. Speaking of which, I forgot to mention that Yuri's coming back to the club today.
Oh, really? I had no idea. Monica didn't tell me anything.
I mean, can't say I'm surprised given what's been happening lately.
I feel like she really needs someone to talk to.
I agree, but at the same time, she doesn't seem like she wants to be bothered. And Monica seemed to be pretty close, huh?
Started the club together. For a while, it was just us two because we struggled to find new members. Those were good times. I wish I could go back to those days.
Also, by the way, the other thing I randomly remembered while I was having to go back through Act 1, while I was looking through the changes and stuff, one thing I noticed is that, like, so Monica mentions in the beginning, the part that's like almost word for word the side stories, where Sayori's like, is this the napping club? Monica mentions, like, there's 2 other girls. No, 3. Notice she says there's 2 other entities, and she says no, 3. So I'm like, wait, she knows the MC exists? Is that the side story? It just caused me to be confused even more. It gave me no answer, but I'm just saying, it gave me info. Whether that info's useful, it really wasn't, but you know. It's there.
Those are good times. I wish I could go back to those days.
So, the thing stopping you is how distant she started to become. You're not.
And it's okay. I don't want to be selfish. He has a lot of responsibilities, and that's just part of life, right?
I nervously scratch my head. I mean, I guess so. But you should still talk to her. If Natsuki found some time to hang out with her, you can too.
Right.
The club doors swing open as Natsuki walks in, seemingly full of energy. I'm assuming Sayori's still afraid to talk to Monica after what Monica said to her in the hospital.
Hey guys, sorry I'm a bit late. I had to take care of some after-school stuff. Hey Natsuki, you seem to be in a good mood today. A little. You'll find out soon enough.
Alright then. I sure hope it's cupcakes. Doors open once again, much more gently this time, which means...
Hello?
Yuri only peeks in, keeping most of her body outside the hallway, almost as if she's scared of being let in.
I hope I'm still welcome.
Of course you are, dummy! Get in here! Yuri shyly walks in the club and lets out a sigh. Yuri, we made an entire stink about you not being in the club yesterday. How do you think? How are you not sure you're not welcome? So, Yuri, we made an entire stink to you about coming back.
Thank you. I was worried that I wouldn't be welcome. Nonsense! You're always welcome in the literature club, Yuri.
Yuri rushes over to Yuri and wraps her arms around her.
It's lovely to see you back.
Thank you, Sayori. It's very comforting to hear those words from you.
Well, there's only one person missing from this little reunion.
Oh, that's right.
Well, what's right?
When Monica asked me to return to the club, she said she's also going to be absent for the day. I don't know if those two things are related to each other, but I'll leave that up for debate.
Ugh, figures. I'll be honest though, Monika's the last person I expected to just avoid a problem like this.
It really isn't a problem. Maybe they aren't even related at all.
That may be true, but Monika isn't one to not take accountability for her actions if she messes something up.
Yeah, going with Sayori on this one. Monika doesn't give off the impression of being the kind of person that does this. Maybe something came up. She's a busy person after all. Besides, you're still hanging out with her tomorrow, right, Natsuki?
Yeah, what about that?
So you can talk to her about all this. Everything that we've all noticed. What did you think I was going to do? Invite her out for ice cream and talk about useless stuff?
Just trust me, I know what I'm doing. The idea originally was to take her somewhere so she could relax a little. That's still part of the plan. Ooh, you take her to a comic store. She was looking for some romance manga one time we hung out.
Wait, really? Monika is into romance manga?
Come to think of it, I think she asked me if I read romance novels at one point. Of course, I told her I outgrew them.
Huh. Well, I never would have guessed she would be into sappy stuff like those.
Hey, what's wrong with liking romance manga? Yeah, that's rude.
Sorry, I was just assuming because of what Yuri said, and... Sorry, Natsuki suddenly both start laughing.
Relax, we're messing with you. I don't expect you to be into that stuff anyway.
Okay, so again, this is another... Hi, Zero, coming in again. I'm sorry, just, just... Hello, tip of my hat. Yeah, it's another example of, the girls don't remember the side stories, which confuses me even more. So, just gonna go back and... go back and put my hat back on and really try to figure out what the hell's going on here. Because, remember, Monika liking romance stuff is revealed there, so, I'm just very confused. Hi, Matt, Pat. That's not... I meant it's me. Side story, Zero. Hello. Say, I don't know. Somehow only Monika remembers them. Maybe. I don't even know if she does. Jeez. That's what I'm saying.
I get you, though. I never expected Monika, of all people, to be actively looking for romance manga. She's into a lot of stuff most people don't expect. She's very good at hiding things about herself.
I noticed Sayori paused while saying that. I guess it's true. I've never seen President Popular Girl Monika. I don't think I've ever gotten to actually know her. Anyway, what now?
If I may interject, I didn't get a chance to share my poem with you three. I was wondering if I could do that today.
Of course you can! We can all do our own thing until you're ready to share it with each of us, one by one.
Actually, I was thinking I presented to you all out loud instead.
Oh, well, sure. I don't see why not. Speak your heart out, Yuri. Speak your heart out, Yuri. I have to say, I'm surprised, Yuri. I mean, we would have had to do this at the festival anyway, so... It's cool to see you step forward and be the first one to present a poem like this.
Thank you, Natsuki. That means a lot.
Don't let it get to your head.
Natsuki and Sayori step back a few steps and stand next to me, allowing Yuri to have the floor.
Could you guys look away for a moment? I just need to gain my bearings.
We all agree in unison and turn away to face the wall. And as Yuri began to speak, we all turn around and give Yuri our full attention. Oh no, my weakness. Yuri's handwriting. Okay, let's make an attempt here. The storm.
It's dark outside. The storm is raging. The rain is tapping against my window. I want to go out there. I feel like it's too much for me. The storm is wearing off. I get ready to go outside. The storm picks up. I stay inside. It repeats, time and time again. The storm is wearing off. I get ready to go outside. The storm picks up. I step outside. I stand here, just outside the door. The wind is howling around me. The rain is splashing against me. I go inside. I'll have to repeat, time and time again.
Oh my god, guys, I did it. I read Yuri's poem. Cursive, Zero's one weakness. I'll have you know, Yuri's cursive is just hard to read. Yuri lets out a sigh as we give her a light round of applause.
Wow, Yuri, amazing poem. I loved it. Yeah, it was alright, I guess.
Really good, Yuri. And all things considered, I could really feel the emotions in your words.
Definitely. It really helped that you read it out loud, too. Powerful stuff. You know, well, I had my gripes with your writing style, but that was actually very good. That's all you're gonna get from me. Don't expect me to fall in love with your writing or anything. Quit looking at me like that!
You'll stare in shock and awe at Yuri's laughter. Not because it's a strange laugh or anything. Rather, it's the fact that she's laughing out loud at all.
Oh, you guys. I'm just laughing at the fact that I was so worried over nothing. I'm really glad you all liked my poem. It's been a very difficult week for me, so this was very much needed. Thank you all. Thank you for being the friends I've wanted my whole life.
Of course, Yuri. I'm glad to have you as my friend, too. You're great. As Vice President of the Literature Club, I hereby declare this meeting...
Oh, God. What is that? That is a word.
The super fantastical, most extra special, almost amazing Yuri meeting!
Yeah. Wait, the Yuri. Oh, God. That has different connotations, Sayori. Please remove the Yuri from that meeting. The what now?
That's a little long, don't you think?
Well, if today's the super fantastical whatever, then I picked the perfect day for this little surprise.
One sec.
What do you think it is? It's cupcakes. There's no way it's not cupcakes.
I sure hope it's some kind of snack. I've been dying for one of the Natsuki's cupcakes. Ta-da! I'm sure you guys could have guessed this is... I'm sure you guys could have never guessed this is what I was hiding.
It says never, but not guessed. Okay. Actually, I get... Here's the only place there in my mouth to shut me up.
Cupcakes. I was actually craving these earlier today. What a wonderful surprise.
Oh, wow, what the hell is she doing?
Wow! I'm always happy to see these. Thank you, Natsuki. It's nothing really. Just I like baking something and I happen to make a few extras.
Well, who am I to deny some free kitty cupcakes from the best baker in this club? Open up the tray and grab a cupcake while the others follow suit.
Hey, I'm the only baker in this club.
You know what I meant. Not a Boz. Bah humbug! I know, but it's around Christmas. We can't say that. It's illegal. Club meeting was relatively short, but it was still fun. Probably the most fun I've had all week.
Well, guess that's it for today then. I have to get going now. I'll see you guys next week.
Guess we should get going as well. Ready, Sayori?
Yep.
Wait just a moment. Zero, could I talk to you for a little bit?
Oh, sure. Sayori, do you mind?
No worries. I'll be waiting outside, okay?
She happily walks out of the club room and closes the door behind her, leaving Yuri and I alone in the club room. So, what's on your mind?
I never got to properly thank you for helping me out that day. There's something I'd like to give you.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out... Oh!
And this is the book I was reading when you were still new at the club. I'd like for you to have it.
The book is titled Portrait of Markov. It has a large eye illustrated in the middle. Oh, geez, Yuri, I don't think I could accept this. Isn't this very special to you?
Please, I insist. That's the least I could do after all you've done for me.
Come on, I didn't do much. It's all you.
Still a work in progress on that front. Still insecure. I have trouble making friends, and I haven't exactly stopped doing what I know I shouldn't be doing. But I'm trying now. I'm trying to fix myself up. And there's one thing you should know about me, Zero.
What's that?
There's another thing that I've been doing that I'm not proud of. The reason why I'm always talking down to Natsuki and trying to seem like my writing is superior to hers is because I don't believe mine is any good. That's why I'm always trying to use extensive vocabulary and metaphors. I'm trying to convince myself that I'm superior. And I know that's wrong. I'm telling you this as a reminder to myself to change this part of my behavior. And I hope to change myself for the better.
I'm proud of you, then. You're doing a great job. Just thought you should know that. I honestly don't know what else to say after that.
That's quite alright. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Thank you, Zero. I'll see you next week.
Yuri places her bag around her shoulder before exiting the room.
If you ever need anything, feel free to message me.
Will do. See ya. Grab Yuri's gift to me and place it in my backpack. Well, that's an interesting take on Yuri. She has like a, she kind of like, you know, she wants her, she does it on purpose. I like how I say it. Like, Yuri does it on purpose. You know what I mean. She does it on purpose. Her big old words and everything, is she does it on purpose to try to make herself seem superior. That's an interesting take on it. You know, that's interesting. It's something where it's like, I could definitely see both, you know? Like, I could see Yuri sometimes definitely doing it on purpose to make herself seem superior. But I could also just see Yuri being like that because that's just how Yuri is. Like, she's saying things she thinks is normal, and everyone's like, what the hell's wrong with you? But I think this is... But I think, because that's just, like, the type of person she is. And those people do just exist. But I think this is also an interesting take, though, that she does it because she's self-conscious about herself. You know, she does it to make herself feel superior. And I'm like, that's definitely interesting. That's an interesting take on that. I like that. Hey, Saori. Sorry to keep you waiting. You need to give me something.
That's okay, Zero. Yuri really is a great friend, isn't she?
Yeah, but of course, she's nowhere as great as you. You're probably not going to believe that, though, are you? Didn't say much more on the way back home from school. Okay, you didn't have to say that part. I mean, I know we're all being honest, but like sometimes we can just keep things to ourselves. I'm seeing. You didn't have to say that out loud. You could have kept that one to yourself. Sarah didn't say much more on her way back home from school. I wonder if what I told her earlier was a good idea. Maybe it wasn't. What did he say? I'm talking about where he was like, you're not gonna believe that though, are you? I'm like, you didn't have to say that. Oh, like, let's be nice, MC, let's be nice. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. Just say like, you gotta still be nice. Like, what the hell, man? Didn't have to say that. Like, geez. She has a superiority complex, but it's something that she isn't proud of. Isn't that she's trying to prove everyone wrong, but she's doing it because she wants herself to be better. But is that the right way to do it? Oh, no, it's not the right way to do it. That's what she even points out. She says that she has a superiority complex and she forces herself to talk like, you know, like she knows it, like she's a know-it-all, basically. And so she's like, she forces herself to act like that. And she even just pointed out that she doesn't want to do that anymore. She's trying to change. So it's like, yeah, she knows it's bad. It's just me personally, like I said, it's like, I think the way Yuri's interpreted, I think in the way I always felt she was actually interpreted in the base game is just, that's just how Yuri talks. she's just weird. She's just very fluent, eloquent, there you go, and how she speaks. Good night, Lilybug Greenie. Rude. You know what I mean. Home sweet home. Very long week for me, so I'm just going to take it easy tonight. How about you? Have any plans? Shakes her head.
Actually, I was wondering if I could talk to you about something.
Uh-oh. Let me drink some water for this. Alright. I've drunken water. It is time. Why did the music stop? Because sad things are probably about. Serious stuff's about to happen.
About me.
Of course, Saori. I'm all ears. Her looks past me and stays silent for a few seconds.
These rain clouds, as I like to call it anyway, they come and go, and I don't really understand why. Some days, I feel great, feel happy and carefree. And other days, are the worst. Bad enough that those days just make me want to disappear and escape from everything. The worst part is that I actually knew what that happiness felt like just the day before. Come an endless battle between me and my brain, and sometimes my brain wins. Staring directly into my eyes, despite hers being full of tears. And just like before, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. Saori wipes away her tears and clears her throat. But I think I'm able to be honest now. Myself and with you. When the rain clouds roll in, you're always there. I try to ignore it only because my brain won't let me believe it. You always know what to say. I really wanted to thank you for that. I know I could be a real burden and a sloppy girl, but even after seeing this side of me, I'm still willing to stay by my side.
Of course I am. I wouldn't, not even for a second, ever consider leaving you. But I've realized something that I probably should have realized a long time ago.
What is it?
If you ever need some space, whether alone or through spending time with the others, just let me know and I'll understand. I'm gonna perk up at this statement. Guess your Monica ended up being right after all. Sort of.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Zero.
Bear walks up to me and gives me a quick but tight hug.
I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe let's catch a movie or something.
Barry being the one to invite me somewhere is a good sign. Only because it's the first time she's done it since the day she asked me to join the literature club. Sounds fun. See you tomorrow then. Have a good night. Wave goodbye as I head back home. Jeez. I mean, what a week, huh? I get a sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach as I realize that I've still got a buttload of assignments to tackle before the next week starts. It's not going to be easy, but I think I'll manage. Hopefully next week goes a lot smoother. That's foreshadowing. It's definitely not going to. Also, I think I'm late to asking. Thank you for the resub, Chibinot X3. I am so sorry. I'm so late to this. I hope I'm not too late for this. Well, that's funny that they in their message they talk about being late to the stream, and I'm very late to thanking them. Oh, it's Monica time. I figured because I was like, that's the day her and Natsuki go on their date.